ET here coming at you with the pre-market prep, so let's get to it. So SPY is around 498 in the pre-market session after a really big dip. We've made about half of that back in AH and futes overnight and everything. But here we are, about 500. We're still below just that just slightly as our lower whale target. We'll see if any others pop up. We did see 490 and 485 start to pop up on the board a little bit, but they're not big enough to be here yet. Customers got long for some reason on Friday. They might be crazy, or we're going to see a nice snapback rally. Jumping into our dark pools, a bunch of SIG prints to mark on the board: 505, 503, 536, 537. Mark all of those. 537.7, a ton of prints there at 96. And we are very thin all the way down to 507. There's not a whole lot below at the moment, so we'll have to keep an eye there. And our largest DAG has moved all the way up to 565. So at some point, we should probably anticipate a rally towards that direction when we get the news that causes the data to take over, because we probably have some pulls already around that price. Let's see here at 465. We'll just need the catalyst to slam it that direction. There's one right there at 539, a little higher, and then up here to 545, and then there's that 555, and ultimately 572 on our ag. Ag is pretty wild here. We are sitting below this area here, which means we technically have room all the way down into this 460, which is nuts to think. But because this is so thin, those are those volatile, fast, quick moves we have. Most pulls, or all pulls, are up and to the right. One at 525, one at 529, and then another one all the way up here. We're not going to worry about at 570. We're going to put an X on that. We're going to put an X on that 65 too, on that 565, until we start to see more data roll that direction. So for now, just be mindful of the fact that we're far away from our largest ag. Let's check today though and see if there's anything interesting on it. 4.7, then get everybody out of here. So 4.7, not a whole lot different here. Anything below these areas here, all the way up to 538, which we are definitely below. Very smooth runnings to the downside as far as it wants to go. We're already beneath a lot of this. So the ag is really what's important. If for some reason we can get above 540, we're headed to 545 if we get a big rip. All right, that is all for now. Thin gamma across the board, even up high. Very difficult. Got to pay very close attention to net flow today. And I would also say you need to be paying very close attention to this whale positioning tool right here, because it showed these levels pulling. And as you can see, no upper levels are moving heavy up, which means that downside is more imminent. You pair this with net flow. I'm not going to update this every hour of the day so everybody can see it. You need to log in and check it for yourself to see how it's going. But this has been calling all of these moves so well. All right, that's all for now. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe out there and go get that Oprah money.